None of us like to be caught lying, whether we're telling a lie by omission or a little white lie or a big fat whopper of a lie. None of us like to be caught lying. And this is particularly so with narcissists. It's one of their absolute weapons of choice to just lie about something and front it out. And often they get away with it because they've got so much front about this. But a narcissist will go through various levels when they are challenged about their lying. You know, if it's a financial lie, whether it's a relationship lie, whether it's a have you put the rubbish out lie, anything at all. And when the evidence is presented to them, they just, there's various things they do. And in this video, I'm going to go through 8 of the things. There are many others, but 8 of the common things that a narcissist will do when they are caught out lying. So if you have a situation and you say it's finances or something, oh, did you pay the mortgage? Yes, I paid the mortgage. Well, actually, I got a call today from the bank to say you haven't paid the mortgage, and I've looked online and I found out you haven't paid the mortgage. First of all, the thing that the narcissist will do is they will lie. They will deny it. They will actually say, no, that's wrong. I didn't actually say I'd paid the mortgage. I said I was going to pay the mortgage. They'll bamboozle from a beginning bit as well. But the first thing they will always do is deny. But when they are presented with factual evidence, they will still deny it, but they'll dress it up as if, what the hell are you asking me about whether I've paid the mortgage? Why don't you pay the mortgage? Why don't you arrange to pay the mortgage? They'll twist it and turn it and send it back to you to try and squirm out of it, because that's what they're doing. They're on the spot and they don't like it, and it's a spotlight for a narcissist which they don't like, the only spotlight they don't. So they will always deny if they can get away with it. They will quick to anger as well, and they will throw that at you, and they will use that again as a bit of a card to say, okay, well, the last time you pulled me up on my lying, remember what happened? I got really angry, and there were implications for you about that. So they will get angry about being caught to lie, because actually it is, as the narcissist, is my sense of entitlement that I'm allowed to lie. This is what I do. This is what narcissists do. So they will quick to anger. They will gaslight as well. Number 3, they will gaslight. They will make it out that actually you're completely deranged or mad. Let's go back to the mortgage situation. I didn't say anything about paying the mortgage. No, we had that conversation. Do you remember Tuesday of last week? We had that conversation where you said you were going to pay the mortgage this week. No, we didn't. No, we were sitting at the table. Do you remember? We were having our dinner, and you said, oh, yeah, don't worry, I'll pay. No, never said that. I think you must be getting confused. What are those, have you been ill? Are you drinking again? Are you stressed at work? Are the children playing up? And they'll start to gaslight. And then you might kind of end up thinking, well, oh, did I? I'm really not sure if I did or not. And you start believing that truth that they start wanting you to believe, because it gets them off the hook of lying. So they will do the silent treatment. That's always a place to go, because if all else fails, right, I've caught you out, you're lying, you've said that you were going to do something that you haven't done, or you've done something that you said you weren't going to do, or whatever, there's a multitude of lies. And it will be, so I've tried denying, I've tried being angry, I've tried gaslighting, all these things that usually work, and they don't work. Right, that's it. Not talking to you now. Okay, if we can't talk on my terms, I'm not talking. Yeah, but can we talk about, the fact that the mortgage needs paying? No, you got yourself into this situation. You can get yourself out. That is how they will go. And at the end of the sort of like the silent treatment, it's like that. They're back to what you would want or hope as normal. Oh, yeah, that mortgage that I'm going to pay, but you said you weren't going to pay it, or you didn't pay. No, I never said that. And again, we get kind of in this roller coaster of what goes on. But silent treatment is one that they will often go to, because they have nothing else to say, because there is nothing else to say apart from the fact, yeah, you caught me out with this great big whopper, and I'm sorry for that. They're never going to say sorry, of course. They will take on, if they will blame somebody else, they will blame a third party. So you get caught out doing something. No. The rubbish that I didn't put out and it wasn't collected, the recycling that wasn't. No, I asked the kids to do that. Yeah, but you didn't specify, and they're only 5 and 6, and it's a bit dangerous for them to be putting rubbish out at 12 o'clock at night. No, I'd ask them beforehand, and they will evoke a third party, or they will say something along the lines of, oh, yeah, I can remember your mum saying that you get a bit funny about things like this. I do remember that. And then you're left thinking, oh, what was that thing that she said? And, say the wife will say, yeah, I speak to your mum all the time, and she's let me know what it's been like for you. And again, they're wriggling out of that lie, that hook that they believe that they're on. So they will evoke anything, including a third party near to you, to bamboozle you, to confuse you, to get you off their back, because that's what they want to do. And Lastly, we've just done, 8 quick ones, but they will deflect. They will deflect the lying, and they will kind of go, no, I didn't say that. And what is it, that thing that you did? Do you remember that thing from 3 years ago when we were on holiday and I asked you if you'd booked the restaurant for that night and you'd said yes, you had, and then it turned out that you hadn't. Do you remember that time that you lied to me? And they will just kind of deflect anything that's coming towards them because they cannot deal with being caught, because if they are dealt and shown to be, the liar and the manipulator that they are, then that takes away their belief in the power that they believe they have about themselves, which is all encompassing. They are the ones that can do anything, everything at their choice, whereas you can't and you mustn't. You can only do it when it is in agreement with me as the narcissist. So yeah, they will deflect. Narcissists have this shield that they're permanently trying to deflect any criticism, any judgment, any comparisons against, because when they get through, and this may come from a parent, it often does, even when they're adults, the narcissist is an adult, their parents are older, and when those little barbs come through, that's when the narcissist cannot take it. And that's when, the narcissist, we all have an ego, and a narcissist's ego is particularly fragile. And they spend their entire life, deflecting to keep their ego protected. And one of those deflections that they use quite successfully is to lie. And they have situations where they'll be telling, great big black whoppy lies, and absolutely nobody, thinks that they're true, but nobody picks them up on that, because they will get the anger, the silent treatment, the gaslighting. It's like, well, it's just easier not to do these things, but it's not a way that that is healthy. It is toxic. It is not healthy, and you want as many and as much healthiness in a relationship as you possibly can get. So those are just 8 responses to a narcissist when they are caught lying. I hope you found this useful. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like. That would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. And I will see you next time. And until then, take care.